So as a teenager, I was really badly bullied. I took up skateboarding to try and fit in, but ended up breaking my leg. I spent 6 months in hospital and was in a wheelchair actually going back to school. The whole experience made me very withdrawn, very shy, and it really destroyed my whole self-confidence and self-esteem.
At school, when I was studying and picking my GCSEs, I felt quite lost. I felt an immense amount of pressure from parents, teachers, peers to determine what I wanted to do, but I just didn't know. Choosing a career was a really scary time.
I grew up in a really tough neighbourhood in East London. It's not been easy. From the age of 10, I had to almost take the father figure as my dad fell really, really ill. Felt like it was my duty and my responsibility to take care of the family. With everything going on at home and all the pressure piling up, I wasn't able to do the best that I could in my GCSEs.
So I first heard about Young Enterprise when I was actually studying business for GCSE. It was introduced as a completely different offering. The fact that it's, for example, a practical and applied programme means you can actively apply the skills in real time and put all the business theory into practice.
When I started Young Enterprise, I was the only non-business student taking part. I was also one of the only girls, so that was scary, but totally worth it.
Taking part in Young Enterprise, I felt a real change in myself. I felt I was developing, I felt like I had a real purpose. I felt like I was good at something for once.
Young Enterprise really transformed the course of my life. The whole experience really made me feel that my self-esteem and confidence was returning.
I'm currently at university training to be a teacher. I wanted to inspire young people and be that role model that they can look up to.
Now I'm on a fast-track management programme at Bentley Motors. I'm a project and events coordinator, so we're responsible for training dealer staff all around the world.
I now work as a strategic business consultant. My role is very varied and I work with clients all across the world.
When I was announced the winner of the Journey Award, it was an overwhelming feeling. It's really changed me. It's given me that self-belief, that confidence that I can go on and achieve a lot more things.
So every day I fall back on the skills I learned on Young Enterprise. Young Enterprise really taught me how to communicate, forward plan and strategise for the future.
Young Enterprise was a massively rich experience for me. I got so much from it. My mentor was a particularly special lady. She kind of coached me out of my shell in terms of presenting skills. Public speaking was a big demon. I was terrified of it. Now I do it every day, totally relaxed, and that's completely due to my Young Enterprise experience.
Young Enterprise made me into the person I am today.
It has definitely opened doors and given me ambition.
100% without doubt the best thing I did.
It took me from a really bad time in my life
Young Enterprise helped me start to understand me.
to suddenly someone who really strived to do the best he can.
My strengths, my weaknesses.
It was definitely the building blocks to my life.
It really has transformed my life.
Best thing I did, learnt so much from it.
It's given me an incredible career so far.
Can't thank them enough.
Hello and good evening everyone. We are live for the second day, running from our fabulous interactive studio in Cumbria, up in the Lake District, surrounded by the most beautiful countryside. For those who weren't with us yesterday, I'm Andrew. I'm your host for this evening's award ceremony. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of meeting this year's finalists, And what an inspiring group of young people we have representing their schools and colleges, but more importantly, showcasing their amazing business ideas that have gotten them as far as the UK final for 2021. We're thankful to this evening's award sponsors, HSBC, Delta Airlines, Avanade. Without you, tonight simply would not be possible. So on behalf of Young Enterprise, our sincerest thanks. Having been through Young Enterprise myself and having started several companies of my own, I am just in awe of how hard these guys have been working. And that's in normal circumstances. This year has been an extra challenge for all of us. So to successfully start up, run and achieve at this level within the competition needs serious recognition. This year we have 12 teams, and those teams are behind me right now on the big screen. So maybe just a second for you guys to show up. Hello, do you want to give us a wave? How's everyone doing? Amazing. So it's funny because I remember 10 years ago, literally sitting where you guys are right now at my own Young Enterprise finals. And even though we eventually shut down our Young Enterprise company, the lessons I learned helped me found 2 £10 million companies while studying at university. And whereas everyone else I knew at university was terrified of starting a business, I already knew it was possible. Yes, it's difficult and nothing ever goes to plan, but I knew it was possible. And knowing that is all I needed to go out and execute, to start a successful business instead of just talking about it. And now all of you who've taken part know it's possible too. And what you do with that information is up to you, but I'm very excited to see what the future holds for all of this year's finalists. Before we go any further, remember to share your achievement and today's finals. You can give us a shout out on social media. Just use the hashtag YEFinal2021. And now to introduce a very important person. Yesterday, our teams received a good luck boost from her, but tonight she's here live to wish you all well. The managing director of our winning company from 2020, Envirotent's Taylor Evans. And just before we speak to Taylor, let's remind ourselves of the great work of Envirotent. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thanks. So, Taylor, I'd love to know, can you remember what it feels like to be one of the finalists? What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, I remember it being such a surreal experience. Obviously working for nearly a year to create this company and then finally making it to be the top finalist, like the best in the country. It was such a surreal experience and mixed emotions really. There's so much excitement, but also the nerves, but it was a great experience, yeah.
Absolutely. It is nerve-wracking, but also very exciting. And so, Taylor, what did winning Young Enterprise Company of the Year mean for you and the rest of the team at Envirotent?
Yeah, it meant so much for us all. From the very beginning, we set out a goal to win the company programme. And so when we did, it was just a dream come true, really. We'd worked towards that goal for so long. And to experience it, it was just out of the world, really. And for me personally, I'm quite an ambitious person. So when I obviously won, it was just a great feeling.
Wow. There's something very powerful about setting out a concrete goal and then achieving it. And finally, looking back at your Young Enterprise journey, how do you reflect on the experience?
Yeah, it's really strange to look back on. Even now, it still doesn't feel real. Like watching the advert back, it's still amazing to think how far I've came. But it's definitely put me in such a great position for the future. It's really, put me on a whole different road, and I've got some amazing mentors now helping me through, which I wouldn't have if I didn't do Young Enterprise. So it's been really good, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Taylor, for joining us this evening. And it's great to hear from you. I'm sure we haven't heard the last from Taylor and the gang at Envirotent. And so moving on to our finalists, where are you guys? Are you still up on screen? Hello, can we get another wave, please? Okay, looks like we're ready to go then. And our audience, are you guys with us? Hello, I'm seeing lots of faces. Great to see so many people zooming in. So, Moving on now from one dynamic young lady to another, it's an honour to introduce the driving force behind this incredible organisation, Young Enterprises Chief Executive, Sharon Davies, here in the flesh with me in the studio. Hello, Sharon, how are you?
Hello, Andrew, and thank you for the reference to young. I can see why you're so good at this. It's so exciting to be presenting in these awards in such a high-tech environment, and it's just fantastic, isn't it?
No, it really is, and I'm so looking forward to hearing more from our teams about how they've gotten on today. But first, Sharon, I'd love to hear a bit more from you. So tell us what tonight's event means to the Young Enterprise teams and to you. This is the end of what has been for everyone a very difficult year.
It has been a really, really tough year for everyone, and tonight is a great celebration of youth entrepreneurship. The challenges faced by young people as a result of the pandemic have been huge, but so too has their initiative to respond to so many of these challenges. Whilst there has been a lot of headlines about the lost COVID generation, we have been struck by the resilience, the resourcefulness that we've witnessed firsthand in young people. They need opportunities, they need support, but this is an incredible generation, an inspired generation. They are our future creators, makers, leaders, community builders, and so much more. And we're incredibly proud as Young Enterprise England and Wales, together with our good friends, Young Enterprise Northern Ireland, Young Enterprise Scotland, to have worked together with teachers and local volunteer teams throughout all of this to support over 7,500 young people, to set up, build and run over 700 young enterprise companies. And I think we just need to take a moment to celebrate every single one of those young people, not just for their response to this situation that they found themselves in, but the enterprising mindset that they have chosen and demonstrated throughout the last 12 months. And that's something that we will see tonight in glorious Technicolor.
Absolutely. That's great to hear, Sharon. And if I may, I'd like to introduce you to some of our teams, but to make it as fair as possible, because I know we're not going to have time to speak to everyone, we're going to choose teams completely at random. So let's hope this works.
Okay.
So just stand by teams. We could be coming to a managing director near you. What I'd like you to do, Sharon, is we've got 12 teams, so pick a random number from 1 to 12.
Okay, number 8.
Okay, and the studio is telling me that number 8 is New Leaf Sustainability. So let's speak to their managing director. Hello, hi, and what's your name?
Hi, I'm Tom.
Nice to meet you,
Hi,
Tom.
Tom.
So, Tom, can you tell us what's been the biggest challenge you've had to overcome this year?
Well, the biggest challenge was at the start of the year when we were all in lockdown and learning to communicate digitally and also work together online digitally. I found that was the biggest challenge. As it was a new experience and it was something that none of us had experience with before. So it was that learning curve we needed to deal with initially, which helped us to really catapult and get our business up and running.
And that's fantastic. And what would you say, Tom, was your highlight of your YE experience so far?
The highlight so far, I think it's been really seeing the community get involved with our products. We've had loads of great feedback and engagement from loads of customers and loads of local primary schools who we've been working with, and to just see our business having a wider impact on the community has really been the highlight.
Fantastic.
Awesome, that's so great to
Fantastic,
hear,
awesome.
Tom. Thanks so much. And now, Sharon, let's move on to another company. So another number, please.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4. So number 4 is Apricus. So let's speak to their managing director now. Hello, hi,
Hello.
what's your name?
Hi, I'm Lottie.
Lottie, so great to speak to you. So Lottie, can you tell us what's been the most memorable highlight of the year so far?
It's difficult to pick just one, but I think quite possibly as we made a guidebook, the moment when we got the guidebook for the first time, we'd just been through lockdown, so to finally be able to see our product in person and have that confirmation that we were moving in the right direction was such a big achievement.
Wow,
Oh, that's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And Lottie, what would you say was the most important thing that you've learned?
Ooh, it's again very difficult to pick just one because I've learned so much. But I think as a managing director, possibly the ability to innovate and to face challenges that are unprecedented, but come up with solutions that lead to ultimately an even better outcome.
Well, a fantastic response.
Wow, brilliant. Thanks so much, Lottie, and we're wishing you all the best
Thank you.
in tonight's finals. Have we got time for one more, guys?
Go on.
Yeah? Okay, brilliant. Go on, one more number then, Sharon.
Number 1.
Okay, so number 1 is Inspire Natural. So let's speak to their managing director now. Hello, and what's your name?
Hi, I'm Sienna.
Sienna, wonderful. So great to have you here. Can you tell us then, what has been your proudest moment of the last year?
I think my proudest moment personally was during the interview today, seeing all my fellow team members step up and answer the questions with such confidence and passion has shown me how much we've all grown over our company experience.
Awesome.
Brilliant. And when you look back on the last 10 months, what's another standout moment for you that you'd like to share?
I think another standout moment is probably all the positive feedback we've received. At the start, we weren't exactly sure how it was going to go, and to see so many people from our school and our community and just the local area give us feedback that was positive and helped us develop our business was really, really helpful and just really, really good for us to see.
Fantastic. It's brilliant to see such engagement with your community.
For sure. Thanks so much, Sienna. And again, best of luck in tonight's finals. So we've got our fingers crossed for all of you, and we'd obviously absolutely love to hear from each and every one of the companies. But fortunately or unfortunately, we do have some awards to hand out. So I'll pass on to you then, Sharon.
Thank you, Andrew. And to kick us off, we have some very special awards to present to extraordinary young people who have taken part in the Young Enterprise Team Programme. This programme runs alongside company and provides an exciting enterprise journey for students aged 15 and over who have special educational needs and/or disabilities. Young people work in teams. They set up and run a real company or a social enterprise under the guidance of their teacher, local business volunteer and Young Enterprise area manager. Tonight we have 2 awards to give out. The first one is an Individual Achievement Award, and it recognises the achievement of one individual who's shown great improvement in his communication and confidence, and teaching staff have commented on his improved self-esteem, his understanding of all aspects of running a business, and he's a great team player. Congratulations, Dillon Still, Managing Director of Special Days. Congratulations, Dillon. And now the award for the Young Enterprise Team Programme Company of the Year. But before I tell you, though, let's take a look at how they heard the news of their win just a few days ago.
So, it's absolutely fantastic to finally meet this company, Special Days, and to be able to share some absolutely fantastic news with you. So I was aware because Ms Clark has told us and told everybody, singing your praises all the time about how fantastically you've done. Second best logo, second best advert, first best presentation, and obviously there's the overall competition, okay, for who is the company of the year. And out of the 32 companies that took part, Special Days scored 26 points out of 30 and have now been awarded Team Programme Company of the Year for 2021.
Well, obviously I enjoy collecting money and selling cards and packaging in a wide how many and making notes of it, how much go on a computer, check everything is alright and all that stuff.
I'm excited. I am proud of our presentation.
And I'm delighted to announce that the winner of this coveted award is none other than Dillon's team, Special Days from Corby Business Academy. Well done, a huge well done to everyone involved. Thank you for sharing that very special moment with us.
Thanks so much, Sharon, and well done to Dillon and all the team from Special Days, a really fantastic achievement. So here we go, we have 12 finalists waiting to hear the outcome of the judges' decisions. Teams, are you ready? Are we ready, teams? Looks like a yes. Okay, so these 15 to 19-year-olds have set up, while studying, businesses that they've run over the last academic year. They've called the shots, from company name and product to creating a business plan, managing their finances, and selling their product to the public. It's been a long road to the final today. And aside from bouncing in and out of lockdowns, these young people have made it through local and county heats and then regional finals to finally make it here with us today. And then, as if that wasn't enough, they've survived a rigorous interview process with our judging panel earlier this afternoon. And of course, this lot are way ahead of the game when it comes to collaborating and working online, putting on a terrific display for us in the expo area, which, if you haven't already seen, make sure you visit before you leave. It's filled with evidence of why our final 12 made it through. And once again, well done to each and every one of you. And talking of our judges, a huge thank you to our judging panel who've given their time and expertise up to help make the difficult decision of naming the Young Enterprise Company of the Year 2021. So that's Jennifer and James of HSBC, Graham from Delta Airlines, Mark of Avanade, and Ahmed of Aviva. Thanks to all of you and to the companies that you represent for their support of this competition. And now on to our next company award, the Company Journey Award. The Company Journey Award is about personal development. It's an acknowledgement of an individual's personal achievements through the company program process, rising to the challenge and coming out the other side with the experience to use what they've learnt to enhance and enrich their futures. From all the entries across the country, the judges whittled it down to just 3. Our nominees for this highly prestigious award are here with us tonight. It's Charlie from Telford College, Nikola from Mearns Academy, and Aidan from Chesham Grammar School. And here's what our judges had to say about each of our nominees. So first, Nikola. All I can say is well done. 2 nominations from a parent and a fellow student is a tremendous achievement. You've demonstrated such hard work and determination, such critical skills for success. Your ability to get the best out of others, but more importantly, supporting them shows me how much of a leader you are. You clearly hold yourself in high regard, and the standard you set is clear across all of the work you and your team do. This, combined with your patience and understanding of your team's contributions, is highly commendable. It's refreshing to read some of your incredible attributes, and you're an inspiration to all of us. Thank you, and I wish you all the very best in your future. Next, we've got Charlie. What an example of someone who can, given the opportunity, excel in any environment. Credit to you, Charlie. I'm very impressed with your transition and development as someone who is very easily distracted when at school. I'm delighted to hear of your progress, and it just goes to show when you find that special something that gets you out of bed and makes you want to take over the world, anything is possible. You've shown an incredible amount of leadership, encouraging others to excel towards a common goal. And you might not think it, but others have taken great inspiration from your actions as well. And that's a huge feather in your cap. Finally, Aiden, what an incredibly inspiring student you are. Your ability to tackle challenges head-on with confidence, tenacity, all within tight deadlines is a testament to you. Not only have you set the example, but this has been commented on by your peers. It's clear you're a true leader as you've shown an ability to think of others before yourself, and I've personally taken a lot of inspiration from you and wish you all the very best in the future. So all our nominees have clearly demonstrated the drive and determination which every company director needs to be successful in what they do. And so it's my great pleasure to announce that this year's award goes to Charlie Teece. Congratulations, Charlie, a huge well done. And next we have the Telos Foundation Essay Competition Award. Applicants, all of whom have taken part in the company program, were asked to write a 2,000-word piece on the topic of leadership. Telos and Young Enterprise wanted to hear about the leadership qualities needed to lead a company, not only to thrive in the short term, but to build a company that will be successful for many generations to come. So let's hear from Coralie Hooper of Telos to tell us a little more about these awards.
The Telos Partners Essay Competition was created in memory of our dear colleague who had a real passion for the written word. He loved his writing. At Telos Partners, we work with individuals who have the ambition to lead their organisations to long-term sustainable success, and this takes a certain kind of leadership. We really enjoyed reading all of the essay submissions, all of which demonstrated a clear understanding for the passion, the drive and the personal qualities that are required to be a truly inspiring leader in what are very testing times at the moment. So thank you to everyone who took part.
Thanks, Coralie, and I'm delighted to announce the runners-up and winner of the Telos Foundation essay competition. In third place, Sumayyah Adeyemi. In second place, Aiden Manke. And the winner of the Telos Foundation Essay Award is Morgan Kitt. So well done, Morgan. And now we have a new award this year for Best Promotional Video, judged by Leslie Fox from Mearns. I hope you had a chance to visit our expo area to catch these amazing professional videos our finalists have put together. So let's hear from Wesley now.
Hello everyone, I'm Leslie Fox from Mearns, and I've been privileged to judge the category of promotional video. I must admit I've been extremely impressed with all of the entries that you submitted, and judging the winner was a challenge. The scores were very, very close. The winner engaged the audience with storytelling from the start and inspired you to do something different, showcasing the product very, very clearly. It was engaging, it was professional, and it displayed the product well. And I thought the brand was clear and strong. So without further ado, I would like to announce that the winner is Apricus. But thank you ever so much, everyone, for all of your entries. I was very impressed and have enjoyed watching them. Thank you.
Amazing. So congratulations to Apricus. And this year, we're lucky enough to be... Oh, right, sorry. Well, let's actually get up Apricus' video. I'd love to see it. So if we can get that on screen.
So we created So Simple, an upcycling and thrifting guide accompanied by a sewing kit. Rework old clothes, make new ones and reduce your dependence on fast fashion.
You're probably thinking, what am I going to do with a thrifting kit?
And you probably don't even remember the last time you used a needle and thread.
But by using our kit, even complete beginners can start combating our throwaway culture and the environmental impacts it causes.
Awesome. Love the video and love the idea. And this year, we are lucky enough to be supported by a great lineup of sponsors, all of whom have their own special award. Now, these awards are given for achievement in specific areas, recognizing the strengths of each award-winning company. I'll be announcing them on behalf of the sponsors and sharing their comments on what made each winner really stand out. So, again, are we ready, everyone, to see these awards? That looks like a yes, so let's crack on. I'd like to begin by announcing the winner of HSBC UK's Sustainability Award. This award recognises the young enterprise student company which can demonstrate the greatest commitment to using sustainable business practices when setting up and running their company. And the winner here is Apricus. So congratulations again, Apricus. You're on a bit of a roll today. Let's move on next to the Sustainability Award, and let's hear what the judges had to say about the Sustainability Award. So feedback was that the product was bang on trend and could really help people to be more sustainable in their everyday lives and build a link between skills, hobbies, and the environment. Next up, we've got the Technology and Innovation Award. Now, if there was ever a time to celebrate innovation and technology, it's now. The whole world has had to get to grips with finding new ways to use technology in the workplace and beyond. And this award, sponsored by Avanade, recognizes the student company that has made the best use of technology. And the winner here is Caring Through Cooking. Congratulations. Feedback from the judges for Caring for Cooking was that they thought this team used social media in an extremely unique and effective way, and their product was available across multiple media channels. Next up, we have the Aviva Creativity Award. Being creative is the key to any great business. This award, sponsored by Aviva, recognises the student company that has been able to demonstrate creativity, not just in the product or service they provide, but in the way they've worked together to overcome adversity and shine bright above the rest. And the winner here is Understood. Feedback from the judges was that this team were directly addressing very topical issues of mental health and showed a unique way of partnering with other organisations. And now, moving on to the Company of the Year Awards, the company programme encourages young people, like all the finalists you've met tonight, to learn by doing. These students have made mistakes, learnt from them. They've had hands-on practical experience running a business, managing money, developing knowledge and skills for the future. It's a life-changing experience, and I'm now going to hand over to the head judge, Jennifer Crawley, to share some insights on the judging process before she announces the top 3 teams. But before I do, if you're a finalist and you're not backstage, please go backstage now with your mic on mute so that we can bring you on screen for a chat if you win. But in the meantime, hello, Jennifer, I will hand over to you. Thanks so much for helping us out with this.
Lovely, thank you, Andrew, and good evening, everybody. HSBC are delighted to support the company programme, and I've had the honour of leading the judges at a final for over 5 years now, and I can say that it really doesn't get any easier, and especially add on the impact of COVID, and the teams and also the judges have had to adapt and adapted perfectly. Let me just take a moment or two to explain the judging process to you. It's undertaken in 2 stages and against a set criteria. And then there are 3 stages, and that's the report, the interview and the presentation, which today we did via video. One really important point, there is no winning formula. Each company programme is different and must decide for itself how to demonstrate the successes it's had to the judges through all the different stages. Local competitions, regional competitions, and then obviously the UK final, which we're at today. The winners tonight will go on to represent the UK at the Junior Achievement Company of the Year, which will take place virtually between the 13th and the 16th of July, and it will be hosted by Junior Achievement in Lithuania. The judging process is extremely rigorous. A standard set of judging criteria is used to assess the teams, and the criteria is structured as a balanced scorecard, and that's set up of 4 elements. The enterprise itself, which looks at the innovation and the creativity, its uniqueness and also added value and its brand development. Running the enterprise, which is about the organisation and the management, which also covers things like business planning, financial management and also partnerships, which came through loud and clear this year. The journey travelled, which I have to say is probably my favourite part. I love to hear how all the young people have developed skills that perhaps they didn't even know they were going to have when they started their journey. And this really is my favourite part. And then lastly, it's the impact and the legacy. So did the team achieve the goals that they set out to? So exactly like Andrew was talking about earlier tonight. Did they do it responsibly, and did they have a positive impact on their community and the planet? And as judges, we were looking for innovative approaches to the challenges of running a company. We were looking for flair and creativity and the enthusiasm at every stage of the judging process. And critically, we really wanted to identify the impact of the experience of that learning by doing, as Sharon spoke about earlier. A few thank yous, if I may. Firstly, thank you to my fellow judges today, Graham, Ahmed, Mark and James. It's been a great day as ever. Still good when we're not face to face and we're now virtual. And a huge thank you as well to everyone who's taken part in the enterprise. It's been a really challenging year. And you've been fantastic. And also a big thank you to all the business advisors and teachers who've supported you over that year as well. So what we've seen this year is some slight changes in focus and importance. So definitely that successful use of social media and what that can mean. And also the concise communication has come out really loud and clear this year. Teamwork's been important in every year that I've been part of the programme, but even more because of the circumstances we all find ourselves in. And an interesting one this year that's come out is around networking. What can it bring to a company now, or in fact, what can it bring to the company in the future? A new one and a really important one. And the creative ways in how all the companies have had to work together differently was really evidenced with us today. And sustainability is definitely also an important role for all of our companies that we've spoken to today. I am really sorry that I wasn't able to meet you in person, and I know the judges all feel the same. And again, I'd like to say a huge well done to all of you who've taken part and actually made it through to the final. It's a fantastic achievement. So without further ado, I will come to the big reveal. So we're going to look at our second runner-up first, and a huge congratulations goes to Caring Through Cooking. Congratulations, well done. And now we're looking at our runner-up, and our runner-up this evening is Apricus. Congratulations, everybody. And Andrew, finally, I think we need a drum roll rather than a small clap here, don't we? So we're now looking at our winners of the Young Enterprise programme for 2021, who will be taking us forward into the European finals. And as judges, this was a unanimous decision today, a very difficult one, but and long conversations, but a unanimous one for us this time. And I'm really pleased to say that our winner of the Company of the Year is Firefly. Well done, everybody. Congratulations, huge congratulations. So I'm now going to hand back to Andrew, and Andrew, you're going to have a chat with the winners.
Huge congratulations. How does it feel?
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
If you weren't all at home now, you would be kind of congratulating each other. The whole audience would be kind of congratulating you. What would you like to say to your teammates, to your teacher, to your business advisor? What's your message, Matthew?
I would just say, thank you. And when we formed sort of 10 months ago, this was not at all anything we thought was possible. So, it's we're a bit blown away.
Amazing.
Awesome. Absolutely
so cool.
Awesome.
Well, one final question. How are you guys going to celebrate tonight? It's such a big achievement.
Sparkly apple juice.
Sparkly apple juice.
Sounds wild.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thanks so much, Matthew and Firefly are winners of the Company Programme of the Year 2021. Seriously, guys, massive congratulations.
Do us proud. Do the UK proud.
We'll try. We'll do our best. We'll do our best.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Just before you close tonight's event, Andrew, can I just take this opportunity to say a big thank you for the stellar job you've done in presenting the UK final over the last 2 days and looking after us so well. We're hugely proud of you as a YE alumnus, and I think it's safe to say you're destined for a career in TV. I'd also like to say thank you to the incredible team at Young Enterprise that I am so humbled to lead. You have supported young people to continue to engage through opportunities throughout this year, despite everything that has been thrown at you. Particular thanks to Sally Hopkins and to Claire Dever for your brilliant hard work to make the UK finals happen, to Anita O'Hara for supporting the judges. You've demonstrated that enterprising mindset throughout, and a big thank you to Fluid Events for looking after us so well.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for the kind words. And we hope you've had an enjoyable evening that's giving you an insight into the talents of the exceptional young people we have in the UK and the work of Young Enterprise. I think all that remains is for us to say thank you to everyone who's joined us tonight. We appreciate you taking the time. Thank you to all the teams taking part. You're all winners, and you'll see it in the next few years. You all learned so much. Thank you to our judges and teachers and volunteers who support our young people. Thank you to our corporate sponsors, HSBC, Avanade, Aviva and Delta Airways. And thank you to all of you for tuning in. And so behalf of everyone here at Young Enterprise, good night.